Hi, I'm Jeffrey Flew, and in this video I will show you how to get hosting and register a domain name with Hostgator. These are two things you need to do before you can go ahead and create a website on the internet. So first up, let's define exactly what we mean by these terms: domain name registration and hosting. Your domain name is basically your unique address on the internet. To give some examples, for the company Apple, its domain name is www.apple.com. Two others you would already be aware of are Google, which is www.google.com, and Facebook, which is, you guessed it, www.facebook.com. So you need to think of a unique name that suits the purpose of your site, or maybe your business or brand. It's entirely up to you, but it must be unique and available. And I'll show you later how to check whether it is available or not. And once you register it, you effectively own that domain name. Now, hosting basically means renting space on a server. Now in this case, it's a server owned by Hostgator, and that's where all the files, pictures and data that make up your website will be stored. That server will be on 24/7, 365 days a year, so that your website will also always be up and always available. Both these items do cost money. Domain registration costs about $15 per year, and hosting costs about $10 per month. There are some coupons you can use to reduce costs slightly, and we'll discuss these later and use a coupon to reduce our costs. There are various companies that offer domain name registration and hosting services. Some well-known ones include BigDaddy and Bluehost, which are both very reputable and fine companies to use. But the one I recommend is Hostgator. I've used Hostgator for many years. They are very fast, very reliable. I've never experienced any outages with them, and they offer 24/7 support. They also offer a lot of useful features and tools which you can use when you're creating and updating your website. It also offers a 45-day money-back guarantee. Now, it's possible to do your domain name registration and hosting with different companies, and many people do that, but in this video I will be doing both with Hostgator. I believe that, especially when starting out, it's a lot simpler and easier to do them both together, and that's how we'll proceed with this. So the first step here is to open your browser, and you want to make sure you're starting on a Google homepage, as this will enable us to automatically capture a coupon, which we're going to use later to reduce our costs. Once you're there, type in hostgator.com and enter that. And once there, we click on web hosting in the upper left hand corner. This takes us to a hosting page where we can see there are three plans to choose from. First, you've got the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and finally the business plan. Now, the business plan is the most advanced and expensive one. It comes with a lot of extras and things you probably don't need, especially when you're first starting out. So we're going to leave that one aside for now and focus on the other two, the hatchling and the baby plan. And the main difference between these two is with the hatchling plan, you can host one and only one domain. Whereas with the baby plan, you can host an unlimited number of domains. So that's something for you to think about and decide. If you want to just create one website and one alone, then the hatchling plan is fine, and it's a little bit cheaper, so you can go with that one. But if you think you might create multiple sites, maybe one for yourself, another one for your friend or your mother, or your sporting club, etc., then you can go with the baby plan. Whichever one you choose, the workflow from here is exactly the same. So in this video, I'm going to go with the hatchling plan, and the next step is to click the Sign Up Now button. And the first screen we come to shows choose a domain. So this is where we will do our domain name registration. The default tab is register a new domain, and this is one we will use. If, for example, you had already registered a domain name, say with a company like GoDaddy, then you would select this tab, I already own this domain. But since we're registering a new domain, we will stay on the new tab, the default tab. And as I mentioned before, you need to choose a unique name that is available. Here is where you can check whether it's available or not, and that's what we're going to have a look at now. So just to demonstrate what happens when you enter a name that's already taken, let's enter, say, freelanceworker.com, and we're going to enter that, and you can see the default is .com, and you can also see that it's unavailable. Now, in this case, it does offer alternative extensions. You can see freelanceworker.org and .info, which are both available. And if you're really desperate to have that exact name, then maybe one of these is okay for you. If so, I would go for .net or .org, but most people prefer .com. So you might want to have a rethink of your name, maybe try to change it slightly so you can find something that's available. In this case, I'm going to have a look at just changing the name a little bit here. We're going to try, instead of freelanceworker.com, just put a dash in the middle. So that's freelance-worker.com, and try that one out. And we can see indeed that is available. So I'll go ahead and register freelance-worker.com in this video. Also, it will offer you the option to register additional domain extensions for additional cost, of course. But in this case, I'll register just the one, which is freelance-worker-worker.com. And you can see that's $8 for 1 year. And now we go down the page to this section, Domain Privacy Protection, which is selected by default. Now what this does is it hides your personal details from public view by substituting them with Hostgator's details. Just as background, whenever you register a domain name on the internet, its owner's details are also registered and they become visible on a website called whois.com. Now if you don't want your details to be visible, then you can leave this selected. But if you're not that worried about it, and when you're just starting out, I don't think this is really necessary. Plus you want to keep your costs down, so I'm going to unselect this. But keep in mind, you can always add it later again if you really wanted to. So I'll just uncheck that. And then we go down to the next section. We got hosting plan. We can see our hatchling plan is selected by default, but you could still change this now if you wish, but we'll leave it as hatchling. Next is billing cycle. You can choose from a variety of options here to pay once per month, once every 6 months, once per year, or once every 36 months. Note that the longer the period, the greater the discount offered. Now it's entirely up to you, and if you are fully committed to hosting your site long term, then you may want to go for the longer period like 36 months and get the maximum discount. But if you're a little bit unsure, and when you're just starting out, you might just want to go for 1 month, and that's what we'll do here, and that's going to be $10.95 per month. And next we enter a username and a security pin, which is 4 to 8 digits in length. And we make our way down to the next section, which is your billing information, starting with your email here, and then you can go down, got your other information, your name, other personal details there, over to your payment type, credit card or PayPal. So you just need to enter in your own personal details here. You may want to pause the video while you go get your details, your credit card details, etc., and enter them in and just restart once you're done. And the next section, we've got additional services. I don't think any of these are needed at the moment, just when you're starting out. We want to keep our costs down, so we're going to uncheck those. But you can always add them again later if you find that you need something. Next we have coupon code. We already have one in there, which is Google, and we're going to leave that one there and just press validate to confirm that one. And finally, we can review our order details. We can see our registration, that's $8. Hosting, $10.95. We can see we've got our discount from the coupon, $7. And a total payment due is $18.95. We can see here we've also got Hostgator's 45-day money-back guarantee. And live chat and support is free. And also instant account activation is also free. So finally we move down and just need to check that we agree with all the terms and conditions. And then the final step is to press the Checkout Now button. And once we've done that, we'll get the Hostgator thank you page, which means we have successfully registered our domain and secured hosting. So congratulations on completing those tasks. The next step is to check your email. And you should see 2 emails from Hostgator. Now both of these emails contain very important information, so make sure you keep them safe and secure, maybe copy them somewhere else if you want, just ensure you don't delete them. The first one contains your billing information, so let's just open that, and you can see all your payment details from this login. You've got your username and your password there, and you will have recurring payments from now on, both for your domain registration, which is yearly, and also for your hosting. That depends on which plan you chose, the monthly, 6-monthly, yearly, 3-yearly, etc. So you can log in there at any time and check your payment details. whatever payments you've made, and also any payments that are due in the future. Now, if we go back to our second email, which is entitled Your Account Info, and we'll open that one too. This contains a link to your control panel, and you can see here your username and your password. The control panel is where you can find tools and also install software such as WordPress onto your website. And in other videos I will show you how to do exactly that. But this wraps up the video here. You should now have successfully registered your domain name and also got hosting with Hostgator. So congratulations. If you have any questions or feedback, please make a comment below and I will reply back as soon as I can. If this video has helped, please like it. Also, please subscribe to my channel and check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.